I'm going to share with you some brutal facts in this video that you're going to want to find out before you take the plunge and say I do with a final expense telesales insurance career. It's amazing, absolutely. But the business is very simple, but it's not easy. A lot of people think that it's easy money, no big deal. I just like say I'm going to be in final expense telesales and somehow lottie-dottie, I got the lottery ticket with my insurance license and I'm going to make lots of money. Nothing is further from the truth here because you need to know this information that I'm going to drop to you. So before I go into this, my name's Jason. I'm your friend in the business, and I'm very blessed to partner and just partner shoulder to shoulder with life, Medicare, and annuity agents that are brand new and veteran agents alike in our national agency here at jasonfinalexpense.com. Free resources always for your taking as well. Hope you like this content. Hope it's the brutal truth that you need to see before you take the plunge. So first off, I've been in this industry a long, long time. I'm kind of an old dog. I did telesales before telesales was even cool. My telesales experience combined with my insurance background is 2+ decades, 20+ years. So when I say the business is simple, that is true, but it's not easy. And this is what eats up 90% of the agent force. Takes them out more times than you can even see. And this is why the statistics are not great in insurance sales, because it takes tip number one, if you're taking notes, and I'm going to share 4 with you today, is discipline. Discipline is so necessary. And when you're working from home, you're like, I've got this great freedom. I love it. Well, with this freedom comes great responsibility. Discipline is more needed with the final expense telesale space than it is with the face-to-face play. Because what's happening when you're a face-to-face final expense insurance agent, you get dressed every day, right? You get yourself ready and you get your britches out the door to go make those bucks. So it's kind of harder to walk home or, out of your car after a hard day and go, I'm home. And your wife and your kids are like, Dad, Mom, why are you home at lunchtime? And then you got to share with them what you did or didn't do, right? There's more discipline necessary in final expense telesales because you're in your office all day, right? Calling the phone. Maybe you're playing with your phone instead of being about the person on the phone. This kills so many brand new final expense telesales agents because discipline is needed and necessary. You've got to be driven, not to just sit in your office. Success isn't had by having a seat all day. It really comes from dynamically being disciplined to go do, and go do. And income reducing activities are a real problem in this space because not everybody's cut out to discipline themselves and be driven. I can't train tall in basketball. I wish I could, but final expense telesales takes an intense amount of intentional discipline and drive. You've got to sit in your office and be about income producing activities here, my friends. Where a face-to-face insurance agent, you can leave your home, go knock doors, have a little McDonald's if you like, a little, cardiac lunch, and then go drive around, knock doors, see the people, go on a couple of appointments, and then come back home. It's different. Final expense telesales takes an intense amount of discipline that not everybody is equipped for. Some people are W-2 mindset. They think they're going to make tons of money in the insurance industry, and they don't see the intense amount of discipline and drive that's absolutely needed to have a chance of finding success. Success in this business is something where you got to look yourself sincerely in the mirror and go, did I do income producing activities today? Yes or no? And it's a tough pill to swallow some days. This is a performance-based business that eats up lazy insurance agents for lunch all day long. That's why so many people fail, because they fail to understand that discipline and drive were needed and necessary. Point number one is so important for new insurance agents and even veterans to understand and swallow before they take a swim in these waters. Discipline is necessary. If you're like, I'm disciplined, I'm driven, well, that's good. You may have a great chance of making the money in this industry because when you make it, there's no better life. You can go work anywhere in the nation. As long as you've got your phone with you, you're powerfully positioned to find profitability no matter where you are. You can travel the country, but you must not lack discipline. You've still got to be driven to work. I've got amazing partners in our agency here at jasonfinalexpense.com. They go on vacations on the beach, believe it or not. Their families are having a great time, and they get up early, pound the phones, make profitability, make other people's lives better using the phone, and then halfway through the day, put that phone down and go play on the beach with their wife and kids. It's phenomenal well. Great freedom, but great responsibility is needed and necessary. And a lot of people want the freedom, but they don't want to hear about the discipline and the drive that is necessary and needed to making the money in this very simple industry. It's not easy to be disciplined. It's not. The D word, oof, right? I don't want to listen to that. That's no fun. Discipline is so important to you being dynamic, my friends. Number two is that it's going to take you investing real dollars in your launch, right? Leverage is what leads are. They're leverage. It's an opportunity for you to have a conversation and hopefully make capitalization here and making the money with final expense telesales. That comes at a cost. Number two, you've got to understand the brutal facts. Not everybody's going to buy from you. It's brutal. You bought leads and, well, that wasn't a conversation that I liked. They said some bad things to me. This beats up so many insurance agents. They buy leads. They think those leads are laydowns and they're not. You've got to be skilled at knowing how to handle that lead. It's so important to your survival and your success. Not every insurance agent is told this. They think, oh, I can just be halfway disciplined, buy leads, and I'm going to make a lot of money. It's a big myth. So understand that dollars are needed and necessary, and you've got to have the right frequency to purchase your leads to have a chance of finding success. If you want consistent money every week, every month, you've got to consistently invest in the leads before you launch. Get your lead money ready so you can make money. In final expense telesales, it takes money to make money. You're not pounding the pavement, knocking doors. A final expense face-to-face insurance agent could buy a lead list, do a lot of knuckle knocking, and they could make the money. Now, it's going to be painful. It's going to be brutal. Just like final expense telesales, we get told no a lot. It's painful and brutal too, but it's not the same brutality when you're not staring somebody in the face to face, telling you, no, I don't like you. Your shirt looks like you know what. All right. It's a different kind of rejection. So understand dollars are needed to buy leads so that you can launch and having a chance of making a lot of money. Now, 90% of the agent force doesn't know this. The brutal truth of this is they think, oh, I'll just buy leads and everybody's going to buy from me. Not the truth. All right. So you're going to need dollars to launch. Now, if you need good lead vendors, you need good final expense leads, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. We can get you some good providers, get you exclusive discount codes to help you become hopefully a top producer in this space. But it's scary when you're touching the wrong leads. If your insurance agency is selling you these web leads and you find out everybody's worked them, yikes, you're going to lose your wealth. Don't do this, my friends. This happens to a lot of insurance agents that are partnering with certain agencies that may be end in group or end in life. Be careful, my friends. Be careful. Buy your leads yourself. Make sure they're exclusive. Make sure you've got a good work family so that when you get a lead, not everybody's touched them. You're not going to make the money if everybody's already made the sale before you even get that lead in your hands. This is a bad taste that a lot of insurance agents that are brand new don't even recognize until it's too late. So dollars are needed to buy leads in the final expense telesale space. But my friends, frequency is important. You need to be buying these leads on the weekly. And I mean on the weekly. And I know you're like, what? I just want to buy one order and see what happens. You've got to be committed if you want a chance of capitalizing. A lot of people don't make it because they're not disciplined, they're not driven, and they don't put their dollars into the proper places. They just don't. They buy one batch of leads a month and then wonder why they're not making as much money as they should. If you're a full-time agent, you need to be buying leads on the weekly. If you're a part-time insurance agent, you need to be putting your dollars on leads on the weekly, and then you need to be launching into action like you're going to go broke, because if you don't, you probably will be like 90% of the agent force that fails. Okay. Not fun to talk about, but this is brutal facts and brutal truth about final expense telesales careers that you need to acknowledge before you jump into these waters. It's dangerous if you don't know this. Number three, you're going to understand that you need good scripts. Systems are so important for you to have a chance of finding success. You're not going to reinvent the wheel. So many insurance agents get robbed of opportunity because they think I can just grab a free script somewhere. I'll watch a bunch of YouTube content. I'll figure it out on my own. That's a very expensive way to start your business. And most people end their business with that because you're dealing with what I call a Frankenstein script. Any place that's giving you a free script, you've got to go, whoa. Well, there's a reason why it's free. Okay. Be careful. You've got to have good mentors. You've got to have good people that can train you with scripting and systems and rebuttaling and objections. You're going to lose so much money on the leads on number two. All those dollars, you're going to feel like you're flushing them when you have not found a good power script like what we have here at jasonfinalexpense.com. You've got to have mentors that can polish you and hone you and push you out of your soft places so that you can have a chance of finding success. Most people are tripping over their own tongue. They say they want success, but they're not willing to sacrifice in the training space to have a chance of attaining it. You got to understand, if you're not willing to sacrifice to train and practice and drill and rehearse, and if you don't align yourself with a good work family that does final expense telesales specifically prior to the C word and has done it for a long time. I've been in this industry before telesales was cool, my friends. I've done this space for 2+ decades, 20+ years. I ran call centers before I even got my insurance license. That's a big leverage point when you're in this space of final expense telesales. It's important that you vet your trainer. Make sure your agency has been in business doing final expense telesales, training telesales agents for a tremendous amount of time. If they've only been training for 1, 2, 3 years, listen through the noise. You've got to make sure you've got powerful people who can make a way for you. The path to wealth is not learning the hard way. Be careful of just grabbing a script. Tip number 3 is foundationally important to you. Just having a script with a lack of sincere mentorship is a really tough place. Very few agents make it when they haven't found a good mentor that can make a way for them. You've only got seconds on that phone call, and you're going to see a lot of money lit on fire, a lot of leads flushed because you didn't find the right script. You didn't have the right trainer. You didn't have a work family like what we are here at jasonfinalexpense.com, where we have a 5-day telemastery program that helps agents become extremely proficient, extremely competent, and confident so that they can get after it and help these great people. The people are what it's about. It's helping them, making their lives better. But if you have not found a good script and you're just saying whatever you see on a piece of paper, you probably won't make profitability. And not everybody, even with the best script in their hands, will make it. And anyone saying, oh, we've got the miracle this or that, probably not the truth. All right. So understand, number 3, you've got to have a good work family, good scripts that do work. Look at our agent interviews and testimonial playlist here and go see what this has helped agents find. That's powerful. All right. Make sure the script that you're using is duplicatable, that other people have truly found success with it. All right. It's very important to you finding success, but commit to it. All right. Number 4, and the last point here that I want to share with you, and I hope you're liking this content. If you are, if you could do me a favor, if you like it, great. If not, put in the comments that you don't. That's fine too. And we'll help you in any way we can. And thank you to my subscribers out there as well. So number 4 is the most important thing. It's belief. Belief is going to cost you bucks. 90% of the agent force fails because they have diminished belief. Belief is holding you back. Do you believe that you're making people's lives better? Do you believe in what you sell? If not, they smell it a mile away, and you probably won't make 6 figures. You probably won't make a lot of dollars. The business won't make sense to you because when you're coming across that phone line, you're not into it. You're not into it. You cannot come in this industry, this space, half-cocked. Bad things are going to happen. You can't come into this with half belief or limited belief because you're going to get a lot of rejection. This is the most negative airspace that you've ever been in. And you're going to hear demons up in your head when you're handling final expense telesales calls, and you're going to probably call it quits if you don't have powerful, positive belief. That's why partnerships are everything. You need powerful people who have been there, done that for the test of time. 2+ decades is a long time. We've got powerful partners in our agency that have done this for a long, long time in this space. This is so important. Having battle buddies, having people that have done the same thing that you do, so that when you have something that shakes you, rocks you, you know it's going to be okay. But belief destroys so many insurance agents. They only buy one batch of leads. That's going to beat you up, diminishes belief because you don't believe enough in yourself to buy more leads. You're not disciplined. You say you want success, but you're not willing to sacrifice. You're sleeping in all day, that'll destroy you. You want the freedom, but you don't find yourself on the phone, destroys you. You want to be powerful, but you're sloppy on your script, destroys you. You don't show up to training, but you say that you want to take your career to new heights, destroys you. Final expense telesales, my friends, is powerful. I hope this intensity doesn't put you off, but I want you and you alone to find success. And if you're not willing to sacrifice to find that success, don't touch final expense telesales. You don't have what it takes. If you're not disciplined, if you're not driven, if you don't invest your dollars, put your kind of money where your mouth is to make the money, this isn't a place where you just buy data. Can you do it? Yes, but you better have a lot of time, a lot of drive, a lot of discipline on your hands. There's agents, all right, that do just data and don't buy leads, and they find success, but they are driven, they are determined, they are disciplined, they are skilled, they show up to training like their career depends on it, they mentor, they reach out, we communicate all the time. Iron sharpens iron. You want to have an intense amount of success, you better have an intense amount of belief, and you better show up to training, and you better get after it if you're not a top producer. Now, we've got agents here at jasonfinalexpense.com that partner that are MDRT, $1 million round table qualifiers. Let me tell you, those agents don't need to show up for training, because guess what? They're getting after it every day, and they're having results. But if you're not getting results, you better be showing up to training. Really. If not, diminished discipline, diminished dollars being invested, and you hate the word that's called accountability. Woo, I call it the no app flu. A lot of people find themselves in this space. So I hope this helps you. Hope you like this content. I'll do my best to give you meaningful content, at least on the daily. All right. So if you hit the notification bell, you'll get my wacky shorts content as well. Hope you enjoy those. And thanks for joining with me. I want you to find success. If you need a good work family to call a home, jasonfinalexpense.com. If you need good advice, I will personally connect with you and help you. I'm not going to pass you off to somebody else. I will invest in you, even if it's in a limited conversation. I'm going to help increase your belief, increase your chance of making the bucks in this very simple industry. But this business is not easy. Have a great day. Have a powerful day tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate you. We'll see you soon.